What's up, y'all? Coming at you again. Quarantine art classes with Mr. Todd. I'm reporting to you live from a back deck. It's a nice day. It's a little chilly though. I don't know. I mean, I'm wearing a jacket. It's kind of cold. This week's lesson is going to be on salt dough. We're going to make some salt dough. It's real easy. 3 ingredients. You can mush it around. It works a lot like clay. You'll be able to make some sculptures out of it. And then I've got a sculpture lesson that we're going to do on part 2. So I'll give you a list. It's stuff you usually have around the house, so it shouldn't be a big problem. And if you have any questions, make sure email me, Mr. Todd Art, spelled out, @gmail.com. Mr. Todd Art @gmail.com. I'll put it in the description. I'll put it everywhere. I'm not hearing from y'all. Sounds kind of sad. Okay, here we go. We're going to go in. We're going to start the video. Okay, guys. For this lesson, you will need flour, salt, some warm water, and a giant bowl to mix everything up in. Here's the giant bowl. You're also probably going to need a spoon to mix stuff up with. It kind of depends on, what you're doing. You definitely need a spoon. And optional, you can use a little bit of food coloring if you have some food coloring. Here's some of those just in the pantry, to give some color to your salt dough. All right, so let's get started. So I got my helper Archer. Here. He's going to help me mix everything. First thing you're going to do is you're going to dump all of your flour into the bowl. I used 1 cup of flour. Next, yeah, it is a lot of flour. Next, you're going to dump your salt into the bowl. Now, I used half a cup of salt. So no matter how much flour you use, just use half as much salt as you use flour. That's a little math integration for you. So 1 cup flour, half a cup of salt. Dump that in. Now use a spoon to give it a good mix. All right, so Archer's got our flour and salt all mixed up well. The next thing we're going to do is start adding water. So the first thing you do is you make a little well in the middle of your dry ingredients. You're going to just scoop out a little hole like that. And then right there, that's when you're going to start adding water. And you can use the spoon and just scoop a little water and pour it in there. And then mix a little. And then go get some more water. All right, and keep going and doing that, and you're gonna see, you're gonna mix it in the middle. All right, keep going.
Maybe our water is gonna turn into.
Keep going.
That.
There you go. So he's scooping and mixing, scooping and mixing. You don't have to worry about shaking it off. Just go in there. Now make sure that don't use your grandma's fine china. Don't use the bowls that your mom said that she reserves for Thanksgiving and company. Just ask, for some mixing bowls. I got this big mixing bowl. So again, ask a grown-up. Don't get in trouble. And don't tell them, Mr. Todd told me. Don't tell them that. Because I didn't tell you. I told you to ask. Once it gets to this state, like this, you don't want to pour too much water in it because you don't want it to be too watery. So that's why I keep adding it with a little bit at a time with a spoon. And you can see it's almost, some of it's sticking together, some of it's not. It's too powdery. So we're going to add a little bit more water. Spoon, a couple spoons at a time. Archer, you can go ahead and do that.
pour some more?
Huh?
Pour some more?
Let's see if it sticks together. Oh, it's starting to stick. Look at that. Oh, just spilled some.
It's becoming dough. I'm gonna pour this water.
It is becoming dough. And it's going to be a whole lot like Play-Doh, like the way it feels. So if you ever use Play-Doh.
Hey, Dad. Play-Doh is normally like blue, red, orange, green, sometimes gray.
That's true.
Yeah, but these colors are just four of the colors that was in that sentence: red, blue, green, yellow.
Yeah.
Maybe, and sometimes brown and black. Okay.
All right, I'm putting the last little bits of water in it and folding it. Are you not going to need it, Archer?
Well, if it's too messy, my mom's gonna tell me to throw it away.
Yeah, maybe. So look, now it's pretty much all coming together, and this is our salt dough. So we do have food coloring. You don't have to use food coloring if you don't want to, but we're gonna add some food coloring to it.
Can I choose the colors?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I want to do red and
All right, so we have our dough, and we do have some food coloring here, so we're gonna add some food coloring, but if you don't have any food coloring, it's okay too. You can just use it like this, or you can add a little bit of paint if you have some paint.
it smells
So
pretty good.
Archer's gonna put one drop of food coloring on this, one drop, there you go, and he chose to use blue, and then he's gonna add another drop, add the red over here. That's enough. All right, so we got blue and we got red, and if you know anything about the color wheel, you know what that's gonna make. So let's mix it up and see. You wanna squish it around in your hands. This is called kneading, and it's gonna make the dough extra stretchy
Dad,
and more like clay.
this smells like kind of like baking soda.
Okay, he says the food coloring smells kind of like baking soda. And if you did it right, it should not be sticky. That's one thing the salt helps it do. It keeps it from being sticky. You can kind of see where the colors are mixing in there. So this is a nice, firm dough. It won't even leave anything on your hands. Well, really, much. And that's one thing the salt helps it do. Oh, it's got a kind of cool swirly pattern.
Yeah, it does not look like the American flag though.
It doesn't look like the American flag. He was aiming for red, white, and blue like the American flag, but doesn't really do that.
Dad, tell them why I did red and blue.
Oh, because he likes Captain America, and those are the Captain America colors. So here we go. We're gonna fold it. You see how I mash it out?
Can I see?
Oh, I thought you didn't want to touch it because you didn't want to get your hands dirty, little boy. So let's try. I'll move that. And let's try to make a ball. So Archer, hold your piece out. We're gonna hold it in our hands like this, and we're gonna just move our hands in circles. Circles.
Mine almost done because I did it
Okay.
before you did. Done.
Move our hands in a circle, and now we got a ball. Now we can make a coil. So you know how to make a coil, Archer?
No.
All right. So what you're gonna do?
What is a coil?
I'm gonna show you what a coil is. All right. What you're gonna do is you're gonna roll your hand back and forth, and you're gonna make a
Worm.
cylinder. So try to make a cylinder. Here's our cylinder.
Mine
You
kind
can
of
even.
looks like a sausage.
Yours kind of looks like a sausage.
Yeah.
Okay. And then once you have a cylinder, you want to keep rolling it, moving your hand back and forth. Archer's using two hands. Good job.
Now it's starting to look like a cylinder, but that's skinny.
And yeah, it's going to get skinnier. I'm actually going to break mine off.
Okay. This looks like there's water right there.
Oh, okay. Please stop talking, dude.
I'm gonna keep rolling out mine.
All right, we're rolling. And with a coil, you can do a lot of cool stuff. Like you can make a coil pot. So I'm gonna take a little piece
Broke.
of this and I'm gonna make it into a disc.
Hey, Dad,
Like
you know
that?
you can put this back together.
Huh? Yeah, you can put it back together. Yep. Now, one thing that'll happen sometimes if you're mashing your coil too hard, you'll get a coil that is kind of weird. It's thick on one side, thin, but what you have to do is you have to make sure that you're always moving your hand back and forth across the coil. So hold that for a second. I'm gonna show them how to make a simple coil pot. Here we go. We're gonna take it. We're just gonna wind it around like this.